Hello! Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to C2 Novel and Vocab Grade 3 for Week 10. Welcome back. I hope you guys have been doing well, and I missed you, and so let's get started very quickly. Hello, my name is Miss Kimberly, and the goal of our session is to have students understand each word in your vocabulary workbook and to be cognizant to know some of the phrases that are difficult from the novel. And this is me. So, what is today's agenda? Today's agenda is to go through week 10 vocabulary in our workbook, go over the example sentences that are in here and the ones that we made extra, and to review and self-study for you. If you've already been here, you know the drill, skip. If you're new, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Why are we doing this, Miss Kimberly? Why is this so important? It's for vocabulary acquisition, and it's to learn the definition, synonym, part of speech, antonym for all of our words so that we can improve our reading comprehension and enhance our contextual usage to understand all of the words. And two, to have example sentences, this will help with our writing variation. By looking at a variety of different example sentences with one specific vocabulary word, students, you, will be able to learn how to use these words in different types of sentence structures. So let's get started. Let's go to week 10 in our workbook, which is on page 58. It should look like, on page 58. Okay, everybody ready? Woo! Let's get to it. Number 1 is reverie. Everyone say reverie. And the synonym is daydreaming, and the part of speech is noun. And it means a state of having pleasant dream-like thoughts. So I'm in a reverie. I'm daydreaming. The example sentence says, I was lost in a reverie until I heard someone calling my name. So here I was daydreaming about eating ice cream on a picnic, at a picnic on a field. But then someone said, Kimberly! So I was like, oh yeah, I'm in class. Daydreaming. Everyone repeat after me. I was lost in reverie until I heard someone calling my name. Very good. The example sentence at the bottom, it says, his reverie about flying on a magical carpet was even more exciting than his favorite video game. So he was thinking about flying on a magical carpet, like Aladdin, and it was more exciting than playing his video games. 2, while gazing out the window during math class, Sarah slipped into a delightful reverie about the upcoming summer vacation. So here she was studying math. But then she looked outside the window and was like, summer vacation is so soon. So she was lost in reverie. Okay? Everyone say reverie. Good job. Number 2, decipher. Everyone say decipher. The synonym is decode, and the antonym is encipher, and it is a verb, to discover the meaning of something written badly or in a difficult or hidden way. And it says, I tried to decipher the writing in the book. So maybe the words in the book were all maybe written in a messy way, or maybe it was just kind of faded and you couldn't read it anymore. Decipher means to try to figure out what it is saying. Okay? Repeat after me. I tried to decipher the writing in the book. Good. The example sentence at the bottom says, the man attempted to decipher the tiny faded letters on the mysterious map. So maybe there was a map, a treasure map, and it had these little tiny letters and we couldn't read it. So he had to decipher it, trying to discover the meaning of it. Number 2, it says, have you ever tried to decipher a secret code or a tricky puzzle? So maybe there was a code in one of your books that you're reading that's a mystery book, or a puzzle, and you had to decipher. You had to figure out what it's saying and what it means. Okay? Decipher. Everybody say decipher. Good. Number 3, everyone say mongrel. mongrel. And it is a half-breed, and the antonym is purebred. It's a noun, which means a dog whose parents are of different breeds. So maybe it's a poodle and a golden retriever mixed together. The example sentence says, our family decided to adopt a mongrel from the shelter. So it's not 100% one type of dog. It has many different types of dogs mixed together. Repeat after me. Our family decided to adopt a mongrel from the shelter. Very good. The bottom, it says, let's visit the animal shelter and see if we can find a lovable mongrel to adopt. So we go to the animal shelter and we're like, these dogs, they're not 100% one type of dog, but they are mongrels, and I want to adopt one. Or two, this would probably describe it for you a little bit better. My dog is a mongrel whose mother was a poodle and the father was a Dalmatian. That would have been so cute, a poodle and a Dalmatian mixed together into one dog. That means it's a mongrel. Two different types. Very good. Number 4, everybody say attempt. Attempt. And the synonym is strive, and the antonym is quit. And it is a verb to try to do something, especially something that is a bit difficult. So you're trying, you're attempting it. A spider attempted to catch an ant. Everybody say it with me. A spider attempted to catch an ant. So it was trying to do it, but maybe it failed, maybe it got it, we don't know. Number 1 at the bottom, it says Lucas didn't give up and attempted to ride his bike again. So this person was riding his bike, but it was a bit difficult, but instead of giving up, they attempted and tried again to ride the bike, to try again, to do something. Example 2 says, the climbers attempted to hike up Mount Everest. I know that you guys read about Mount Everest in your Into Reading book, right? And here, the climbers, they tried to do something. They tried to climb up and hike Mount Everest. Attempted. Okay? Everyone say attempt. Good. Number 5, the word is haunting. It's an adjective which means to stay in the mind. We can't stop thinking about it. The haunting scene from the movie kept me up all night long. So maybe we saw a scary movie and this part of the movie was a bit scary and I was trying to sleep, but I kept thinking about it. It was haunting me. Haunting. Now, example sentence. Repeat after me. The haunting scene from the movie kept me up all night long. Thumbs up. The man was troubled by his haunting memories from the war. So this man fought in war, and his memories of the war weren't good. So it was haunting him. It was staying in his mind. He couldn't stop thinking about it. Haunting. Again, this is an adjective. So we want an adjective and then a noun. Haunting scene, haunting memories. Let's see what this one is. The haunting melody was stuck in my head. So maybe I always have a song stuck in my head if you know me. And I'm always singing it. And it's a haunting song stuck in my head. I can't get rid of it. Haunting. Everybody say haunting. Good. And number 6, everybody say indulgent. Indulgent. It is an adjective and it means allowing someone to have or do what they want, especially when it's not good for them. His indulgent parents allowed him to eat whatever he wanted. So even though it's not that good for you, they're letting you do it. So this person, he shouldn't be eating so much ice cream or some kind of snack. But his parents were indulgent, so they're like, it's okay, you can eat it. Number 1 at the bottom, it says, we decided to be indulgent and enjoy all the desserts at the buffet. So if you have gone to a buffet, there are a lot of desserts, right? Desserts, fruits, ice cream. So at the buffet, we're like, We're here, let's just enjoy ourselves. And we were indulgent and enjoyed each type of dessert. Example 2. Sometimes it's okay to be indulgent and have a relaxing day to recharge. Oh, it's like vacation, right? It's okay to sometimes have one day to just be, I'm going to do whatever I want. There's going to be no studying. I'm just going to relax. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes you should still do some reading. Everyone say indulgent. Good. So let me stop right here for a second. Number 1 through 5 words were from week 6 and it was a review. Starting with this word indulgent, number 6 is week 7. So what does that mean? You should already know all of these words so far. Let's keep going. Significant is also from week 7 and it means meaningful, and the antonym is unimportant. So what's another synonym we can say? Yes, important. Take the UN out. And it is an adjective, and the definition says important or noticeable. The talks I have with my parents are significant for a relationship. So here it's saying all the conversations and talks that I have with my mom and dad are very important, significant for our relationship to get better and to grow. Repeat after me. The talks I have with my parents are significant for our relationship. Good. The bottom, the surprise party for Grandma's birthday was a significant success. Because it was here a surprise, it's saying it was a success, we did it, and it was a great, significant, important success for Grandma's birthday. Example 2, it says, the student had significant improvement after practicing her math skills. So here, maybe we're trying to learn the times tables. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. And this student has significant, great, and noticeable improvement. She got so much better because, why? Of practicing. Okay, everyone say significant. Significant. Number 8, proceed is also from week 7, and the synonym is progress, and the antonym is stop. It is a verb, and it means to continue as planned. Even though I was nervous, I proceeded to make the speech. So as you can see in this picture, this person is wiping the sweat off of his face, right? Even though he was a bit nervous and I don't know what to say, he still proceeded. He continued. Okay, to continue as planned is the definition. Please repeat after me and say, even though I was nervous, I proceeded to make the speech. Very good. The bottom, it says, after finishing their snack, they decided to proceed with their hike. So maybe we're on a hike going up maybe Changsan Mountain, you know? And we stop because we want to eat our snack. And after we're done, we decided to proceed, continue with our hike, and go up the mountain. Next, this is a long sentence. The teacher asked the students to complete one math problem before they could proceed to the next activity. So, before we do something fun and an activity, we need to first finish this one math problem in order to continue to proceed. Everyone say proceed. Good. Number 9 is subtle. Subtle. And the antonym is obvious. And the part of speech is adjective. And the definition says not loud, bright, noticeable, or obvious in any way. Subtle. A very slight change. The tulips had a subtle shade of pink. Again, like I said in our last video, this means that this flower is not super bright pink, but it's a hint of pink, a very little bit, a subtle color of pink. As you can see in this picture above also, it's not a bright pink, right? Repeat after me. The tulips had a subtle shade of pink. Example sentence at the bottom says, I tried to find the subtle differences between the two pictures. Sometimes this is an activity. We have one picture here and another picture here, and we have to try to find the differences. And sometimes they're very subtle. You can't really tell. So you try to what's different in these two pictures? You have to find the subtle, the light, small changes. Example 2, it says, when playing hide and seek, try to be subtle when moving around so you don't get caught. So when you're playing hide and seek and you're the person that is hiding, you need to move. If you're going to move from one place to another place, you got to do it in a very subtle way so that the person who's looking for you doesn't find you. Right? Everyone say subtle. Very good. Number 10, scholarly. Everyone say scholarly. The synonym is educated and the antonym is uneducated, so not educated. And the part of speech is an adjective. Remember, from week 7, I told you, even though this ends with a ly, this one is an adjective. Containing a serious, detailed study of a subject. And the sentence says, a scholarly young man spent most of his time reading books. So this man has a lot of knowledge. He's very scholarly because during his free time, his leisure time, when he was not doing homework or not playing, he would read books. Repeat after me. A scholarly young man spent most of his time reading books. Very good. Example sentence at the bottom, it says, to become more scholarly, read books and ask questions about the topics that interest you. So instead of just learning from what you're learning at school, it's always important to ask questions so that you learn more. Okay? So make sure you ask questions in your classes to become more scholarly, to become more educated. Example 2 says, the scholarly student not only aced the math test, but also excelled in the science competition. So this super smart student got a 100% on the math test, but also did very, very well during the science competition. Very good. Everyone say scholarly. And now, starting from number 11, these words are from your TED Talks. So these are new words, so please pay close attention. Everyone say market. Market. Do I mean market like going to the grocery store market and buying fruits and vegetables? No. This word is a bit different, as you have learned in TED Talks. It is a noun, and the definition says, all the business related to a particular product. So it's business term. The housing market increased over time and the prices went up. So the housing market means the housing business, like the realtor. Okay, so this house costs this much, or this house costs this much. The housing market. Repeat after me. The housing market increased over time and the prices went up. So the businesses related to housing, or apartments, or townhouses, or any types of houses. Example 1 at the bottom. The smartphone market is much larger today than it was a decade ago. How many years is a decade? Yes, 10. The smartphone market, meaning the business around phones, is much larger, meaning we have lots of different people who make phones and different types of phones today than 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we didn't have this many phones before. And example 2, due to the increase of electric cars, the automobile market has grown a lot. So the car market has grown a lot because not only do we have cars with engines and that need gas, but we also have cars that are electric. Very good. Everyone say market. Number 12, the word is supply. Everyone say supply. And it is a noun, and the synonym is inventory. So how much of something we have. Oops, I already told the definition. The definition says the amount of something that is available or that we have. So the example sentence says, we had to get all our supplies ready before building a desk. So you need, like in the picture, you need some tape and scissors and a cutter, right? To make a desk. Supplies. Here at the example sentence 1, it says, the grocery store always makes sure to have a good supply of fresh fruits and vegetables. So this store always has a good supply, the amount of fruits and vegetables there. Or, example 2, when you go camping, make sure to pack a large supply of water and food. So when you go camping, you don't want to just go without water. You need a large supply of water. Why? For drinking, maybe cooking, and so on and so forth. Supply, the amount of something that is available. Number 13, everyone say classic. Classic. And it is an adjective and it means typical. My uncle owns a classic Beetle from the 60s. So 60s here means 1960s. So this car in the picture is a Beetle. It's called a Beetle. And it's a classic. It's a typical Beetle from the 60s. So what you would see. It's a very old car. Repeat after me. My uncle owns a classic Beetle from the 60s. Good. And example 1 at the bottom, it says a classic way, the typical way, to celebrate a birthday is how? Eating a cake and singing happy birthday together. So a classic way to celebrate a birthday is eating cake and singing a song together. Example 2. It says, spaghetti is a classic dinner choice that we enjoy more than any other meal. So this is a typical dinner, something that we would usually have for dinner. Spaghetti. Yum! Number 14, everyone say widespread. Widespread. And the synonym is broad, and the part of speech is adjective. It means happening or existing in many places. So as you can see here, wide means very wide, and spread, to spread about. So it's spread all around, widespread. Repeat after me. Oh, let me read it and explain it first. The example sentence says, poverty is a widespread problem in poor countries. So poverty means people who, like having a large amount of people that do not have money or are poor. So poverty is a widespread problem. It's a huge problem existing everywhere in poor countries. Good. Repeat after me. Poverty is a widespread problem in poor countries. Good. Example 1. The new president had widespread support throughout the country. Here, meaning a lot of people throughout the country loved this new president and supported this new president. So widespread support. Everyone was like, yeah, you can do it. And example 2, something that you may be a bit more familiar with. Public interest in K-pop has become widespread all over the world. So a lot of people love K-pop, not just only in Korea, but in America and South America and Europe and Australia and Africa and every one of those different continents. It's very widespread. Everyone starts to like it. Number 15, we're almost there. Everyone say release. Release. And the synonym is a noun, and the part of speech is a verb. And the definition means to make available to the public. The new movie is releasing this Saturday. So we have a new movie and it's not in theaters yet, but it is becoming released. It'll be released this Saturday so that we can all watch it. To be made available to the public. Repeat after me. The new movie is releasing this Saturday. Good. Example at the bottom. The game company decided to release their newest video game just in time for the holiday season. So they were like, we're going to let everyone buy this new video game the day before Christmas. Everyone can buy it then. And the next one, BTS is going to release a new song next month. So they're going to make a new song and have everyone be able to listen to it next month. But this is not a true sentence. I just made it up. Okay? Good. Everyone say release. And last word, everyone say demand. Demand. Here, demand can also be a verb, but for our test, it is a noun, okay? And it means the need. The demand for fish this month is very high. So the need for fish this month is very high, meaning a lot of people wanted it. Repeat after me. The demand for fish this month is very high. Ooh, example 1. There was a high demand for medical masks during the pandemic. So when COVID started, right, everyone wanted to buy masks. And there was a high demand, meaning there was a high need. Everybody needed it. Or, example 2 says, the demand for toys during the holiday season is much higher than at any other time of the year. So a lot of people want to buy toys for which holiday? Christmas, yes. And in Korea, Children's Day. So those 2 holidays in Korea, there's a huge demand of toys, meaning a lot of parents and people want to buy toys. Very good. All right, let's go all the way to number 1, and I would like you to repeat after me, okay? Ready? Go. 1, reverie. 2, decipher. 3, mongrel. 4, attempt. 5, haunting. 6, indulgent. 7, significant. 8, proceed. 9, subtle. 10, scholarly. 11, market. 12, supply. 13, classic. 14, widespread. 15, release. And 16, demand. Woo! Look what I can do. Oh, confetti. Okay, there's supposed to be confetti that popped up, but I'm not sure if it did. So, oh, there it is. So now it is time for review, self-study for you. And we need to do this by how? Review all the words again. Read it all out loud just like I did. And then do the next page for homework. Okay? Good job, everyone! Good. This week there is no novel review video because it is review for monthly test for you guys. Good luck on your Bunnicula test, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!